In 1974, there was a callous and cold-hearted murder of an exceptional young woman. It comes with great honor to announce we solved the 43-year-old cold case.
The murder of Arlis Perry is one of the most shocking and mysterious cases in American crime history. In October 1974, Arlis, a newlywed, was found brutally murdered inside Stanford Memorial Church. The crime scene bore disturbing and ritualistic elements that sparked speculation about satanic involvement. The case baffled investigators for decades, with numerous theories surfacing but no concrete answers. It wasn't until the advent of modern forensic technology that the case finally saw a resolution, but only after 44 years of haunting uncertainty. This detailed exploration dives deep into the life of Arlis Perry, the events leading up to her murder, the investigation, and the eventual solving of the case through DNA technology. Arlis Perry was born on February 22, 1955, to Marvin and John Dykema in Bismarck, North Dakota. She was raised in a devoutly Christian household and was known for her strong faith and dedication to her community. Arlis was an active participant in her church and in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, FCA, where she served as a huddle leader. Her role in the FCA involved mentoring younger members and spreading the message of the gospel, which she embraced with passion. She was also well-liked among her peers, remembered for her kindness and commitment to her beliefs. After completing high school at Bismarck High School, Arlis stayed in North Dakota for a while, working part-time at a dental office while attending Bismarck Junior College. However, her life took a significant turn when she married her high school sweetheart, Bruce Perry, on August 17, 1974. Bruce was a pre-med student at Stanford University, and the couple moved to California after their honeymoon to start their new life together. For Arlis, moving to the West Coast was a significant change. Having lived her entire life in North Dakota, this was her first time leaving her home state, marking the beginning of what was supposed to be an exciting new chapter. In California, the couple settled into Stanford University's married student housing, located in Escondido Village. While Bruce focused on his studies as a pre-med sophomore, Arlis sought employment to support their young marriage. She soon found a job working as a receptionist at a law firm, Spaeth, Blaze, Valentine and Klein, in Palo Alto, which was conveniently located close to Stanford. By all accounts, Arlis was a diligent worker, and her employers were pleased with her professionalism. Despite the new surroundings, Arlis maintained her Christian faith, and her devotion to spirituality remained a cornerstone of her identity. While Arlis seemed to adjust to life in California, it was clear that the move was a significant shift for her. Her father later remarked that she had never left North Dakota before moving to California, which made the transition all the more daunting. Nonetheless, she appeared to handle the change well, navigating the challenges of being away from her family and adjusting to her new environment. Despite any homesickness she may have felt, she remained focused on supporting her husband and establishing herself in their new home. The night of October 12, 1974, started uneventfully for Arlis and Bruce Perry. After spending the day together, the couple decided to go for an evening walk on the Stanford campus. Arlis wanted to mail a letter, and though Bruce initially didn't want her walking around campus alone at night, they eventually left their apartment together. During their walk, the couple got into a minor argument about car maintenance. Bruce was upset that Arlis hadn't checked the tire pressure on their car, which was found to be frustratingly low. To cool off after the argument, Arlis told Bruce she was going to Stanford Memorial Church to pray. She left for the church around 11:30 p.m., leaving Bruce to return to their apartment alone. As time passed and Arlis didn't return home, Bruce began to worry. By 12:15 a.m., he decided to head back out and search for his wife. He went to the church, where he arrived around 12:30 a.m., but found the doors locked. Puzzled and growing anxious, Bruce spent the next few hours wandering around the Stanford campus and nearby areas, hoping to find Arlis. When his search proved fruitless, he contacted the police around 3 a.m. to report her missing. At 5:45 a.m. on October 13, 1974, Stephen Crawford, a Stanford University night watchman and security guard, made a gruesome discovery inside Stanford Memorial Church. Arlis Perry's lifeless body was found in a secluded part of the church, the east transept near the altar. Her body had been arranged in a disturbing manner, immediately leading to suspicions of foul play. She was found lying on her back with her head turned to the side. She was naked from the waist down, with her pants arranged in a diamond shape over her legs. 2 candles were placed on and inside her body, one between her breasts and another, approximately 3 feet long, had been violently inserted into her vagina. Additionally, there were signs that she had been strangled, and an ice pick had been used to inflict a severe head wound behind her left ear. What made this scene even more chilling was the apparent ritualistic nature of the crime. The position of Arlis's body and the candles placed on her led investigators to believe that the murder could be linked to satanic rituals, which were a topic of public concern at the time. A kneeling pillow was found near her body, and partial fingerprints were collected from one of the candles. However, DNA technology in the 1970s was in its infancy, and the evidence collected did not immediately lead to any suspects. Investigators were left with a deeply disturbing crime scene, but no clear path forward in identifying the perpetrator. As investigators worked to piece together what had happened, several theories emerged about the motive behind Arlis Perry's murder. One of the earliest speculations was that her death might have been connected to satanic rituals. This theory was fueled by the eerie crime scene, combined with widespread fears of satanic activity, which had been heightened by high-profile crimes like the Manson family murders just a few years earlier. However, Bruce was eventually cleared of any involvement in the murder. His emotional response to the news of Arlis's death, combined with his alibi and the lack of evidence linking him to the crime, led investigators to shift their focus elsewhere. One person who remained on the radar of investigators was Stephen Crawford, the night watchman who had discovered Arlis's body. While he had been officially ruled out as a suspect early on, Crawford's involvement in the case continued to draw suspicion. He had been the last person to see Arlis alive, and he had keys to the church, making it possible that he could have committed the crime. However, there was no physical evidence at the time that directly linked Crawford to the murder, and the case remained unsolved for decades. If you're intrigued by unsolved mysteries and the chilling details behind some of the most infamous cases in history, make sure to subscribe to stay updated on our latest videos. Don't miss out on deep dives into mysterious events, and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when we upload.